We are so overjoyed that we have a leader of leaders, we have a coach of coaches, we have a shining star that has come to this city to bless us. I was captivated by this young lady some year and a half ago when I saw her on Facebook, just saw how she was flowing on a particular video. Very impressed, lots of class, lots of style, but let me tell you what I know. That's a lot of places, but substance is not. So we have a person with the class, we have a person with the style, but we have a person with the substance, with a character, with an integrity, with a love for people, and a love and a passion for what she does. She came by way of storm this morning, from the ATL to the SAT, and she's here. I don't need to say anything else. I'm talking about our sister. Would you help all of us to put our hands together for Coach Chi? Amen?
Thank you so much. Give it up one more time for Pastor Keys.
I'm into it. It's pretty.
Well, I bring you warm greetings because I'm so excited. All the way from Mexico. I'm just kidding. I was in Mexico this week, but by way of Atlanta, Georgia. As he said, my name is Coach Chi. I am called by God. I'm a marketplace minister. I kind of got kicked into this industry, kicking and screaming. I came running, but I told God if He would allow me not to have to put a collar around my neck, I would be good to be able to serve the kingdom. You can't compromise with God. When He calls you, you do what He asks you to do. And He just so blessed me to be in a position of the marketplace where I get to serve and educate people on something that I was so scared about, which is entrepreneurism. I was raised from Buffalo, New York. I was taught by my grandmother. She said, baby, I need you to go to school, get a good education, and get a safe and secure job. Well, I found out the hard way after doing everything she told me, after playing by the rules, that there was no such thing as a safe and secure job. And I don't knock jobs, but I found out the hard way again that job stood for me, journey of the broke, juggling of bills. I stood just outside the bank. And I was literally trying to figure out how to make ends meet. I found out the very hard way that ends don't truly ever meet. April 14th of 2010 is when my life shifted. I had very high profile positions. I worked for the Secretary of Defense. I worked for the FAA. The girlfriend thought she had it going on, right? I had more degrees than thermometers, but none of that mattered on April 14th of 2010. I walked into my office as an HR director only to hear my boss tell me, we appreciate all your hard work. Why does a compliment come before the bad news? And then turn around and say, but. Somebody say, but. But in 6 months, young lady, your position as you know it will no longer exist. Now, I'm sitting there baffled because I'm a single mom. I've got a child who is very expensive. I've got a daughter who is now 18 and my son who is 16. And I'm trying to figure out how am I going to provide for them. I'm going from my little 5-figure income down to $330 a week. The great state of Georgia told me that was all I was worth. And so here I am thinking, okay, God, what am I going to do? And God said, be still. What? Come say that again. I just want to make sure I heard you right. He said, I said, daughter, be still. And how many of you know it's kind of hard to be still when you worry about all the things that are happening around you? Because here's what's not still. The bills are coming every month and they're not still. Right? The note on the house is due and the bank is not going to be still. But God found a way. It cost me to lose everything. And then going through all that, I didn't understand. I tried to fight it. I filed bankruptcy not once but twice, right? I went through the repossession. I had the cars repoed, not one but two. The second one, I thought I was slick. I actually tried to hide it. They came and found it. I didn't know it had a tracking device in it. So here I was, one by one. I was losing everything, and it didn't look good. And this was 2010. And I remember a friend of mine on Facebook, well, actually a stranger, he inboxed me. And he said, young lady, I don't know what's going on with you. I'm so used to you posting positive posts on Facebook. Tell me what's happening. First of all, I said, who are you and why are you watching me? And so he said, listen, I just need you to meet me at a hotel. Okay, now you done really got me. And he said, I want you to meet me at a hotel. I want to share with you some information. Now, the hotel he wanted me to meet him at was about 40 miles away. I didn't have a car. I lived in the boonies. I asked my neighbor, I said, listen, if you allow me to use your truck, I'm going to take my pit bull with me. We're going to drive 40 miles. And we did. And I met this gentleman by the name of Anthony Grant. I will never forget him. I met him outside the hotel. I didn't get out the car. My pit bull had his head out one window. I had my head out another. And he said, listen, young lady, I just want to talk to you about the travel industry. Now, initially, I had a very broken state of mind because I couldn't see myself traveling. $330 a week, where was I really going to go? He said, listen, I need you to stretch yourself. You talk about you operate by faith, and I'm going to need you to walk on faith on this one. He said, I'm going to need you to be coachable. I'm going to need you to be teachable. He said, and if you allow me, I will get you in a position where you and your children's children will never have to worry about your finances again. Now again, here I go scratching my head. Please tell me what the catch is. You about to tell me I'm about to be a billionaire overnight. All's getting ready to be well in the land. And it wasn't. It was a process. At that time, all I had was the little pennies that I had, and it cost me $350 at that time to get inside the travel industry. I had nothing else to lose. And so I remember getting started a few weeks after I met him, talked to a couple of people who had validated the industry for me, and after that, they told me that I could make money. Why did they tell this New York City hustler that she could make money? My grandfather's spirit rose up in me. I'm going to tell you I actually went to work. My grandfather was a street numbers man. He was an old school entrepreneur. And I went to work. Ignorance on fire, not knowing anything, coming out of my corporate mode, all I knew is the rules of a good job. And I went to work. And it's been 7 years, and it's no longer a sad story, because while we struggled, while we lost everything, while we went through a few things, I will tell you that 7 years later, this industry of direct sales, network marketing, and travel as a combined industry has paid me well over nearly $1 million in income. And I don't say that to exaggerate. Last year alone, I made almost $300,000. I don't make income claims, but I can show you my 1099s. I can tell you guys, as a single mom, my daughter now is a freshman at Alabama State University. She doesn't have any debts. This industry has put not one but 2 cars into my driveway. But more importantly, all the things I tell you, I don't tell you to impress you. I tell you that because of this business model, I've been able to fund my women's ministry for 3 years strong called She Speaks. That's what this shirt represents that I wear. I've been able to empower women all over the world from all backgrounds, from the UK to South Africa to the United States, because of the power of residual income. I've been able to live my passions and launch multiple businesses as a result of this little old home-based business that people snob their nose at. Because why? Because when God gives you vision, He gives you provision. And He sent the travel industry to me, befitting that I get to travel the world now and teach people how to make money from the power of our industry. So with that being said, I wanted to share that with you. My daughter's a living testament as a freshman at Alabama State. The child don't lack for nothing. We were doing our budget the other day, and we were like, we paid $30,000 in expenses before we ever paid tuition. But I can remember a day that would have not been possible had I stayed in my own way. So I want to talk to you about the travel industry. I want to introduce you to a company by the name of Global Platinum Services. And I'm so excited about this company because it gets me excited about travel. One, because it allows me to help people expand their mind. We all have dreams, we have goals, we have desires, we have things that we want to fund and finance, but we can't quite figure out how to get that done. And so I just want to kind of refresh your memory, and I want to ask you a couple of questions, because most people, they look at me crazy when I ask. What did you do on December 3rd of 2014? Does anybody remember? No? Yeah, see. What about 2 Thursdays ago, right? You look at it like, what? What date was that, right? 2 Thursdays ago. Anybody remember what you did 2 Thursdays ago? I don't either. I can't quite put it together. But can anybody tell me where's the last vacation you went on? I don't care if it was a staycation. I don't care if you went to your grandma's house around the corner. I don't care if you took a church trip down the street. Do you remember the last place you went?
Carnival Cruise.
Absolutely, right? I'm looking at these photos up here. Somebody fell in love with Carnival, right? Here's what I know. You won't remember the time you spent mowing the lawn. You won't remember the conversation you had with the girl in the cubicle next to you. But you will remember that time, guys, that you took that catamaran cruise in the Dominican Republic. I just went back in September, and we had a blast. We celebrated a dear friend's birthday. We partied and turned up. We had a great time in the middle of DR, right? How about that time where you went on that romantic getaway? And for those that are married, for those that want to be married, I don't care, we all had a romantic getaway, married or not. But here's a beautiful thing. The El Dorado Royale, it's the only 5-star gourmet, all-inclusive resort that I love inside of Mexico. When I say Forbes magazine rated it the most romantic resort in the world, you can't forget it when you get to that property. You'll never forget what a fresh carrot tastes like, because they grow their own carrots in their greenhouse, right? Powerful property. Vegas. Now I know they say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. That's a lie. Because it's on Snapchat, it's on Twitter, it's on Instagram. Folks are taking photos. They don't ever forget what happens in Vegas. Alaska, the coastline, right? They say that we, as a culture, don't travel to places like Alaska. Well, I broke that barrier last year, and I went for 8 days, 7 nights on a celebrity cruise with a butler to Alaska. This big blonde fro was bouncing around the cruise, and I'm going to tell you guys the most beautiful blue glaciers everywhere. I had a butler say, "Good morning, Miss Chinaza. Good afternoon, Miss Chinaza. Good evening, Miss Chinaza." Anything I needed, he had fresh strawberries there. He figured out my eating habits. He figured out what kind of tea I liked. They studied your every behavior. We took a helicopter ride and went up into the glaciers, dropped me off, and I got the dog sled with 160 huskies, Alaskan huskies, right? We ended up horseback riding through Alaska. Ketchikan, I went salmon fishing in the middle of the ocean, caught my own fish, then they dropped you off in the woods where they cooked it, prepared it for you, you ate it and prayed you lived, and then you got back to the cruise ship, right? Alaska, an amazing, beautiful experience everybody should have. I got any big kids in the room? You like Mickey Mouse, right? Let's see if you remember this. MICKEYMOUSE, Mickey Mouse. Down, down. You will never forget that I'm a big kid, and finally this year I said, you know what? I promised myself that one day I would go touch Mickey Mouse personally. I chased him around. I went to California. I stood there, almost missed my flight, but I found my way around Disneyland. I waited. I found out what time he was coming out. My flight was at noon. At 9:45, he came walking out, and I got a photo to prove it. I stalked him. I found him, and I got a photo. Then I turned around, and I got on the cruise for Disney. And I was the big kid. I mean, people were looking at me like, "Ma'am, this is a section for kids." I was the first one in the row, right? And it was the blast-off party, but it was Disney. And now I do want to go to Paris, because I want to see if the Disney in Paris is any different than the one in the United States. It's something about experiencing the world. Anybody want to go to Africa?
Yes.
Lions, tigers, bears. Oh my, yes. I've heard that an African safari is a surreal experience. And to be able to hear elephants walking around outside your tent, I want to brave that. I just want to try that, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful thing. See, travel, guys, it's the experience. And it's bigger than just the one big trip every year. Guys, it's the family reunion. It's driving to see your grandparents 1,500 miles away. It's the girls' bachelor party. It's taking your kids to AAU ball or the soccer championship. It's a part of our everyday lives. And here's what I also know. It's the largest industry in the world. Hands down. The most researched word on the internet between the hours of 9 to 5 is, in fact, travel. Guys, when you look at travel agents are not a dying breed. I don't care how you slice it, because most people don't want to go research that vacation. They don't want to get involved in the details. And so they'll call somebody who they know that books travel, or they'll call a family member who ain't getting paid for it and say, "Would you mind doing the homework and finding the trip for us?" But guys, when I look at this industry, in 2014 alone, $450 billion with a capital B was generated just in the United States alone in online travel. Is that not powerful?
Yes, it is.
Guys, at the end of the day, online bookings, people right through your smartphones that we often refer to as dumb phones. Guys, these phones, it went up 1,700% for people booking travel. Period. So travel is not going anywhere. And every other day I feel like I'm walking through an airport. It is never empty. Have you ever seen an empty airport? No, never, right? Look at the industry. I watch grown men on Sunday who are hyped up. I mean, these games is getting ready to go on. Folks is going to fight you in Atlanta if them Falcons don't win. Right? Green Bay right now got cheese ready to throw if they don't win, right? Because it is what it is. Grown men put on jerseys representing other grown men who are running down the field chasing pigskin. And as a result, ain't nobody getting paid but them players. But you'll fight over them in a $10 billion industry. Movies, we will stay in line. Ain't got any Star Trek fans in the room? They will watch Star Trek. They will do Captain America. They will get in lines to watch these movies. $11 billion, and the only people collecting the income and the residual are the actors. And then Beyonce. Hold up. They don't love you like I love you. Slow down. They don't love you like I love you. Everybody knows the lyrics. Yes. They know Beyonce that walked through Cuba with a bat. She about to break out a window. And Lemonade has broken records on the internet, but she's the only one paid. And then someone comes knocking on your door and says, "Listen, I have a vehicle, a project that I'm working on that can help you put more money in your pocket, that can teach you how to have fun, that can show you how to travel the industry like an insider." And the first thing you do is say, "It look like one of them things. I think that's a scam. I don't know nobody making no money." But you done made everybody else money. And I'm showing you how to capitalize on something you are doing. Somebody say anyway. You are already traveling in some form or fashion, but you're just not getting paid for it. And as well, we paired ourselves with the direct sales industry, an $8 trillion industry direct sales, and e-commerce all online, no inventory, no products, no quotas, from the beauty of your home on your schedule, and you snub your nose. This industry, they say that they call a scam, that they call a pyramid. No, respectfully, I understand because I used to think the same way, but I got educated very quickly. This industry creates more millionaires than any other industry in the world. Hands down, I dare you to prove me wrong. Period. Travel and home-based business, direct sales. And at the end of the day, all we're doing is providing you with another vehicle to take more time away, give you more time back, but put more money back in your pocket. Help you reduce your tax liability legally, help you save money and travel like an insider. And with that, we introduce you to GPS. With that being said, travel is the thing that you buy that makes you richer. Why? Because you can't quantify the family vacations you're going to take. There's no price tag on the experiences you have. There's nothing that I can ever do that will quantify how much fun I had in Mexico 72 hours ago. Right? There's nothing that's going to tell you about that wave that I hit where I went 5 feet in the air, and for once in my life I feared that I was not coming out of that water. Right? That's the experience I have, but it made me richer because now I know something different about Mexico that I did not know. Folks, at the end of the day, Global Platinum Services has partnered with International Vacations. Our field agents and our leadership team represent over 25 years of experience in the industry. International Vacations is our partner, 37 years in travel. They're IATAN, ARC, and CLIA certified, and we have some of the most compliant agents, as far as I know, this side of heaven. What I love about our industry is, one, we get you excited, but two, we educate you. There is nothing that you will not learn about the travel industry that you don't desire to learn here at International Vacations, and that excites me. More importantly, guys, we offer you value in your business, starting with our Global Platinum Travel Club. Guys, last night I was looking for a hotel last minute, which is what I'm good for, last minute shopping, right? Last minute travel booking. I went inside my travel club, and I always look for the 4-star, 5-star hotels in any city that I go to. As a result, I found a 5-star hotel inside my Platinum Travel Club that normally would cost you $285 a night to stay here on the Riverwalk in San Antonio. I got it for $161 a night through my travel club. I saved almost $200 by doing business with myself. Isn't that powerful? Yes. And again, through our club, we're going to give you access to over 350,000 hotels, wholesale price hotels, a luxury concierge program. So if there's something I can't find, I'm going to pick up the phone, I'm going to call my concierge service, and they're going to do the work for me. It's also going to give you access to condo weeks. Why is it so critical? Because anybody know anybody that has a timeshare, right? Yes. They are throwing away money, can't guarantee to get those weeks off, and they pay these fees. And I've seen more of them go into foreclosure on timeshares. Why have a timeshare, right? When you can just own your own travel club membership, because all the weeks that you don't take, we have right here. And then we have the week that you're going to take anyways, because we don't have blackout dates. So the beautiful thing is that inventory sits right here inside of the travel club, not to mention international airfares for business and first class, wholesale. The luxury hotel experience, well, again, I'm happy to show the receipt because, again, I was so excited as a travel snob, because you will become one very quickly in this industry, right? A travel snob being able to save money. Look at this. San Francisco, guys, the hotel, $1,975. Our price, $1,817. That was an $1,195 savings. What would you do with an extra $1,195? There's some shoes I could buy on eBay. There's some things that I can get out here, right? I love saving money. That's the beauty of our industry. Member trips. These are exclusive trips that are only available to you, the business owner, at deeply discounted prices, and I mean deep discounted. You will not find them anywhere. They are not published in locations like Paris, Los Cabos, and New York. That's just a few of the thousands that are in there. Not to mention weekly condo stays that I talked about, from Antigua, guys, all the way up to Mexico. Anywhere in the world you'll have access to. And then the My Deals app. I love this because I actually have it on my phone, and I can show you how you can punch in your zip code, and instantly where you are, you're going to get all the deals that are available, whether it's IHOP, whether it's Target, aka Target, whether it's going to Jiffy Lube to get an oil change, guys. You're going to have access to these deeply discounted deals only available to you through this app as a member of this business. I think this is pretty powerful. You'll recognize brand names, and it breaks it down for you in restaurants, retail activities, things that you like to do at your fingertip. So at the end of the day, my job is to show you how to not only travel like an agent, but how to earn like one too. Travel is our flagship product, it's what we do, and it's an amazing service. More importantly, our independent host agents are in position to earn 75 to 90% of the commissions that are paid to our company off the travel that they book as host agents. So let me give you an example. You book a cruise on Carnival Cruise Line, and let's just say that that cruise costs $10,000 total for the booking. Well, Carnival is going to pay a 10% commission on that total booking back to the host agency that it was booked through. The agent that booked it will get, basically it's $1,000 in commissions to be split. Because the agent booked it, they'll get $750. The company will get the other $250. That's how the breakdown goes. But let's just say you're too busy and you can't book it because life is happening, you got other things to do. No problem. Refer your travel directly to our corporate office. They will book it for you, handle it from soup to nuts once you give them permission to, and you will still earn 50% of the commissions that are paid to our company, and you did nothing. Is that a good deal? No. All you did was refer the travel to the company. I think it's powerful. You're going to have access to a top-tiered education management system. We call it Agent Universe, which is pretty profound. We're able to use it in the Caribbean as well as soon coming in Canada, and of course all throughout all 50 states. And again, we have an accredited leisure program. Again, if you want to take your travel business to another level and get some letters behind your name, a 2-year accredited course, you can do that for an additional fee. It's a one-time fee of like $99 to do it, but that's an accreditation. So even if you leave our business, you're still taking that accreditation with you. Is that not powerful? So again, guys, for those that want to go through and finish our training, guys, you'll have access to the industry programs like IATA and CLIA. And once you finish our basic training, as I referred through Agent Universe, we'll give you access to the automated hotel booking engine, tour operator booking engine, condo booking engine, and cruise booking engine. Why are those so critical? Because a lot of agents waste a lot of time going to 20 different websites trying to find the best deals for their client. What we've done is we've centralized everything in-house. So if you want to book a cruise for your client, you can put in the destination and you can see every cruise line carrier across the board and what they offer through one platform, saving you time and giving your clients a better experience. Now, your journey is very simple. When I look at this industry and I say, wow, would you trade $149.95 to give you access to the industry of travel, to save you money on travel, to give you thousands of dollars in tax breaks? I can speak on that as a tax professional, but to put you in a position where you can literally, guys, my hotel that I booked last night, I actually realized over $149 in savings. So one booking through my travel club is well worth the ownership of this business. And then the only overhead you have is $69.95 per month. Some of us have Starbucks habits that cost more than that, right? So I look at this business and say, wow, $149 gives you access to the largest industry in the world. That's a steal. It should be a down payment on the industry. And then, of course, as a result, you get not only the travel business, you'll have access to our marketing plan, you'll have a Platinum Travel Club membership, you'll have marketing tools, a virtual back office, and of course, we're going to throw on a gift card for you to use in Mexico, which is pretty powerful because our first international experience is in Mexico. So now, guys, upgrading your journey. This to me is the best value for your money. Why? Because our Platinum Plus agents are giving more access. Not only do they have the business model, not only do they have the Platinum Travel Club, but they now are positioned to earn more money should they take advantage of our compensation plan. There's even more money there. They're going to have access to Success University. They're going to be able to have the My Deals app, which is another savings on top of everything that I talked about, for $199.89.95 per month. When I look at the $89.95 per month, I look at that and say, wow, Uncle Sam says this. You must have a bona fide home-based business, especially if you work a 9 to 5. And all they say is you must be in pursuit of profit, which means you must be able to say, hey, I don't know about you, but if you're married to your job or you keep your options open, I'm somebody you need to be talking to. That's a simple way to expose your business to someone. And as long as that, whether they sign up or not, you can always show you are in pursuit of profit. I would pay $90 to $89 any day to have to avoid paying Uncle Sam $1 in taxes. Would anybody like that idea? Mm-hmm. And I can legally show you how to do it. That's a whole other conversation, but that's pretty powerful comparatively. Anybody like a good deal?
Yes.
Imagine if I told you for a few more days, you could actually get involved in our industry for 1/3 of what it costs to normally get started. So tonight, for a limited time only, you are able to join this business. Whether the Platinum Agent, which is normally a $149, you can get in for $50. I'm looking around these handbags, some of these shoes. Folks spend way more than $50 on things, right? Like that earpiece, 2 of them alone would be $50. Actually, one is $39.95, depending on which one you got. It might be $49.95, and there's one that's $169.95. Don't ask me how. Right? But again, for $50, you can join this business and $69.95 per month. But if you want to upgrade your journey, become a Platinum Plus agent, guys, it's only $60. And I cannot tell you, guys, how excited I am because this is a very, 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 very limited time promotion to be involved in our business, $89.95 per month. And a beautiful thing is, yes, we're still paying commissions out on that, and I'll walk you through that here shortly. Now, I have plenty of people in this business who do nothing but book travel, who make great incomes passively, part-time, booking travel. This industry is a great industry for the person who says, I'm just looking for a few extra dollars, wanting to work it on a part-time basis. This is not me ever telling you, run and quit your job. I am the insane one who does this full-time. But I've worked hard to do it full-time over the last 7 years, and I've enjoyed raising my children. So with that, I want to introduce you to our compensation plan. I'm not going to send you into analysis paralysis. I just want to show you a few things, making it fairly simple for you to understand our industry. Guys, this part of our business is optional, so to eradicate the thought, is this one of those things where I gotta go get a whole bunch of people? No. But let me help you with something just from a frame of thought. In everything that you do, I need you to know that you've been recruited to do it, right? You went to the grocery store. I promise you, if you had a bad experience at your local grocery store, you would not return. But they keep sending you sales and advertisements. You like the food. There's only certain stores I would shop at because they're clean, they meet my standard of quality, but they had to do that in order to attract me to them. That's called recruiting indirectly. You went to the church you went to because someone solicited you to come, or you were looking for a church home, you fell in love with the ministry, you decided you wanted to partner with it. Believe it or not, the way they were set up, they recruited you and attracted you to join their ministry. The same way with the job. If you got a resume and you got a job, congratulations, you were recruited for that. So when people say things like, I don't like to recruit, everything in this world has been recruited, period. The business, the attraction, period. When you're on your phone and you get an advertisement that pops up, they're trying to recruit you to buy something. Ask me how I know. I was on Facebook and that little black mask came up, and sure enough, I ordered it. I got tired of seeing people pull their cords out their skin, right? It works. But again, this compensation plan, again, no income claims, but it's designed just to show you that there's another option for those of you who want to develop another stream of income inside the business model. So here's the beautiful thing. We have 2 positions, a Platinum agent and a Platinum Plus agent. 2 positions only in our company. The Platinum Plus agent is $199, the Platinum agent is $149. Every time as a Platinum agent you share this business and someone decides to partner with you, we're going to pay you a $70 personal sales commission. And there is no limit to the number of people that you can personally enroll in this business. Our Platinum Plus agents, every time they personally share this business with someone who decides to become a Platinum Plus agent, they're going to earn $80. That's the first benefit. A Platinum Plus agent makes $10 more than a Platinum agent every time they enroll another Platinum Plus agent. Then we have personal sales overrides. Why is that so critical? Because guys, again, you're working in corporate America for those who have 9-to-5s, and you're finding that your time is being leveraged. Someone is overriding your efforts, whether it's the owner of the company, whether it's your boss, somebody's getting paid off of your back. And I'll hear people say things like, I don't want anybody getting paid off of me. Well, then I invite you to submit your resignation now, because that's happening on your job every single day. Here we call it leveraged income. So the company says, listen, you're going to get paid in spite of you. The beauty of it is if I refer these 3 people to the company, the odds are they know people that I do not know. So guess what? If they decide to participate in the side of the business, and let's say that John here, he shares his business with 2 people. The company says, listen, because you brought John to the business as a way of us saying thank you, we're going to give John his direct commissions, but we're going to give you a $10 override just because you're the person that brought John to the business. And that's going to pay on levels 1 and levels 2. So anytime that John's people bring someone to the business and they partner and become an independent host agent, they're going to earn an additional $10. I call that in spite of you income. If somebody sent you a check for $50, would you cash it and not complain? Absolutely. And if somebody told you that you could earn $70 every time you shared this business, or let's just say for that fact, shared your favorite restaurant, how many people would you refer to your favorite restaurant? Right. This is a matter of perspective, right? We would continue to share. Ladies, we'll see a good sale at Macy's and we'll tell people all day, girls, you know Macy's had a sale? Did you see that coupon? I go on Bed Bath & Beyond, I'm looking for the coupon to get the 20% off because I always look for a great deal. Now, residual income, the 8th wonder of the world. I I wish I would have learned this earlier, but the way we were raised, we were taught to keep our money in our mattress. We were terrified of banks, and my grandmother is old school. So residual income is not something you talked about. What we did talk about is residue. We dusted, right? And we understand that when you dust every month, the dust keeps coming back. But imagine that every time you dusted, there was a check there. Well, you would keep dusting, right? Well, the beauty of residual income is that you do something one time and you're in position to potentially get paid over and over and over again. Think about people who buy real estate. They, again, buy one house and every month it's generating income. Michael Jackson is 6 feet dead, bone and skeletons. But his estate, every time you hear Beat It or Billie Jean Is Not My Girl, there's a check being cut for royalties, another form of residual income. Folks, every time the Jeffersons come on TV and they're moving on up, somebody's estate is being paid the royalties from that playing over and over again. It's the same concept in our business model. One time you share this business, those people continue to partner and grow their business, you are now tapping into multiple streams of residual income as a result of their efforts. So again, guys, over 6 different streams of income. Now, I'm told that the average millionaire has over 7 streams of income. And as a result, in this business model, we offer that to you. Starting with our 3x9 matrix. And I want to give a disclaimer. I don't need you to get this. I just need you to understand that this is one stream of income in our model. Guys, it's a 3x9, which means that it's only it's 3 wide and it goes 9 levels deep. Does it go deeper? It does. But you're paid on the first 9 levels of the matrix. The average matrix holds over 29,000 positions. And so I want you to think about a concert hall. Beyonce is coming to town. Her and Jay-Z are getting ready to throw down, and I don't care what you believe, I still love Jay-Z and Beyonce, right? And guess what? They told me, listen, it's a concert, and every person you put in every seat, we're going to pay you $5. How many people would you get in that concert hall? Right, you'd be promoting it left and right. Well, that's what we are. We are professional promoters. I promote travel, and my job is to get as many people in these seats to fill up my concert hall. As a result, for every row in my concert hall, there is an income, there's a dollar amount attached to it. For a platinum agent, that means you paid $149 to get into this business. Row 1, my key seats. That's the front row. I got $5, that means that's $15. Row 2, I got 9 more seats I got to get filled. And my job is to teach people how to fill these seats. As a result, they say if I get my whole concert in my auditorium filled up, that's paying me over $173,000 potential income. But let's just say it's a bad day. Let's say Beyonce canceled and only 10% of the people showed up. Could you live up an extra $17,385 until time got better? And what if they agreed to pay that to you every month as a result? Imperfect world, that's why I said 10% of the time, you get 10% of the effort. Same thing with our Platinum Plus agents. Those who paid $199 to get started, guys, there's an extra bonus in there for them. It's $6 extra income for their concert seats. I think I'm going over to the Platinum Plus side because it pays more. Now I got more VIP seats to fill, guys, $180,000. That's one stream of income inside of this business model. And as a result, guys, how do you get there? Well, you got to sell your concert seats, right? You got to sell those tickets. You got to promote. You got to teach other people how to become professional promoters inside the industry of travel. And that's the simplest way to explain it. Now, we've got executive earned positions because, yes, there are levels to this thing. And as you continue to grow your business, remember, this is all optional, guys. As you build teams, just like you would in any other environment, only now you're generating income. And we continue to build teams, starting with what we call our Platinum Agents. Our Platinum Agents, meaning everybody or Platinum Plus gets started at the same level. You and I came in, we all started ground one. There's no buying your way to the top. Everybody's out here working and putting in their own effort. But if you just have one person inside of your matrix, you are potentially in position, guys, to earn upwards of $700 of income just by personally enrolling one person. Well, how does that happen, Coach? Listen, what if that one person is a Pastor Keys? And he comes in and they tear up the business and he ends up putting, folks, literally 81, 27, let's say close to 110 people in his business. And they filled the first 4 levels of the matrix by himself. While he has his own matrix, he still fell inside yours. So now these first 4 levels bring you nearly $700. Would it have been worth of sharing this business with Pastor Keys for one person? Absolutely. Now the beautiful thing, guys, is level 1 through 4 is paid out on both sides and over $700 in income. But imagine, guys, if you continue to keep growing. You share this business with 3 people and you become a silver agent. And what I love about that is that now you're getting paid levels 1 through 5 of the matrix, and it will continue to grow. And I know it sounds like a foreign language, but trust me, the check's cash, green, right? As you continue to grow, guys, you become a gold agent. Now, I know Pastor, he doesn't want me to tell anybody this, but he's a sneeze away from Ruby, but you got to give it up for Pastor for being a gold.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah,
Let's go.
And then, of course, guys, when you share this business with 3 more people, guys, you become a Ruby. A Ruby has 9 people in the business, and I'm excited because earlier this afternoon we promoted our first Ruby in Thank you. And as a Ruby, folks, when she has 3 customers, and now she has 9 people personally enrolled, she qualifies for all 9 levels of this entire matrix. So those 9 people went in and they filled in her 29,000 slots. Folks, she could potentially not do another thing in this business, although we know that's not going to be the case. I have to say that real fast. But folks, growing out the business, she's in position now to unlock all 9 levels of this matrix. And then, of course, her mama over there real quiet, but Mama Taylor is
All
also
right
an
now.
amazing Ruby all the way from Memphis. Is also Ruby in our business, guys. Now, the beautiful thing is that as she continues to help other people, and 15 personally enrolled, and 3 of them become Ruby. She's got 2 more people to help to get to Ruby. She will become what we call an Emerald, which will put her in a position for an extra $7,200 a year in raises. If you went to your boss right now and asked them for extra $7,200, yeah, after taxes, right? What that would be after that, right?
Crickets.
But I love it because this is where lifestyle begins to change. Just an extra $7,200 a year, guys. That can pay someone's bills. That can pay the light bill. That can pay the car insurance. That can pay the car note. I'm keeping it very simple for you because I just want to help the average person make an extra $300 to $500 a month. There are some people who go way above and beyond that, but I know that an extra $500 in people's homes could have prevented families from going into bankruptcy a few years ago. So I'm just imagining what that would do in the households. It comes with an extra $600 a month, and as she has either customers or a Platinum Plus agent, she's going to get an extra $600 a month towards a car that has either less than 50,000 miles and less than 2 years old to cover that note every single month. Is that a good deal? Yes. Absolutely. And the company's going to put you in a position to earn additional team bonuses as your team continues to grow. Now, our ambassadors, again, another lifestyle change, guys. Additional income, and I've challenged the people here to make sure that you understand ambassador is a pinnacle of change in your life. I mean, wouldn't you walk a little bit differently if you went to your job and you could tell them, I got paid today an extra $12,000? I mean, I tell warning, I have to borrow this from my girlfriend, but warning, extra income, residual income can put your job at risk, right? Because you're going to look at it a little bit differently when you walk through the door. You might want to give a 2-day notice. Today you will notice that I won't be here. Position yourself when you earn extra income. And I'm excited because I can laugh now because I remember what it felt like to see that first check that put me in the 6-figure club. Knowing that I didn't have to go punch another man's clock and build another dream. Ultimately being able to build my own. So guys, the open line team bonuses, again, extra income, more money in spite of you. Open line simply means up to the next rank. So if you are a Ruby, as long as you don't have another Ruby that's in your line of business, you earn $5 every time somebody joins your organization until there's another Ruby giving birth to. And again, as you continue to go through the ranks, you can actually earn all up to $50 every time somebody joins your organization in this business, in spite of you income. Again, the ambassador level, guys, anywhere from $12,000 a year up to $1.2 million. I just want you to picture and see yourself because I believe that what you see is what you will seize. And if you can see yourself making an extra 6 figures a year on a part-time basis, making an extra 4 or 5 figures, it's possible if you're willing to do the work. I always tell people there's work associated with this thing, but I'm okay with it because I'd rather work for my dreams and my visions than to serve another man's dreams and visions. And that's what the industry has allowed me to do. We have fast start bonuses, which simply means this. The highest rank that you will attain within your first 30 days of business will come with a bonus of some sort. So if you have 3 people, you're a silver. That's an extra $100 fast start bonus that's paid out 30 days after you get started to make sure that you not only obtain the rank, but that you retain it. Same thing with gold. 6 people, it's $250. 9 people. That's why she's so excited, because today was her 30th day. It came with an extra $500,
Yes.
right? And then Emerald, guys, when you become Emerald, 15 people, 3 of them are rubies. That's an extra $750 in income. And again, I know what that can do in someone's household. The car bonus program, guys, again, it is based on customers or Platinum Plus agents. So as Emerald or above, when you have 100 customers or 100 Platinum Plus agents balanced throughout your organization, that's an extra $600 a month. And I love that, because somebody said, what if I don't want the car? Well, the company says, listen, we'll cut the bonus in half and give you the cash. Isn't that a good deal? Guys, so you're still earning something at the end of the day. Same thing with our $2,000 a month. You must be a 3-star ambassador or more, which means that you have over 1,100 people in your organization, and the company will pay out $2,000 a month, guys, for the vehicle of your dream. I'm gonna tell you something about this S550. It's nice. It hugs you when you drive. It says hello to you when you get in it if you programmed it properly. It curves with you. It will jerk you off the road if you get outside the lane, right? I love this vehicle, but again, it's even better when you don't have to pay for it and it's in your driveway, right? I love it, guys. The company says, listen, we're going to give you the tools, the training and support. I flew all the way from Atlanta to support this team here because I want to make sure that you guys know we are here for you to provide you with unlimited training and support as you grow and build your business. We have weekly leadership calls, training calls, travel calls, so you're not going to be lost. You get to run this business on your time. And again, great for part-time exposure. More importantly, guys, we're connected. So we have all types of groups on social media for you. We have people who have travel questions. So if you're a travel professional and you just want to get locked in, you're not going to get lost unless you choose to not be plugged in. And so just like a laptop, you got to plug in if you want to grow your business. We're going to give you the tools. We're going to take the excuses out of the game. We want to help you do the work. And so with that being said, I want to invite you guys to start a journey with us. As a single mom, I can't express to you how excited I am because 7 years ago, I didn't know whether ends were going to meet. I didn't know if I was robbing Peter to pay Paul, and on some months I was robbing all 12 disciples because I was trying to make things happen. But what happened was very simple. I found a few people who dared to believe bigger and faster. I found a few people who were equally as hungry as I was, and one by one, there's no magic recipe. I just went to work. I got tired of being broke. I put my own back against the wall, and I knew that if it was gotta be, it was gonna be up to me. And if I trusted the man that I said I trusted, the faith that I had, then I had to do the work. Faith without works is dead. So I went to work. I stopped complaining. I stopped whining. I took this vehicle as a blessing, and it has been nothing sheer but of a blessing for me and my family. So I want to extend that to whom much is given, much is required, which is why now I do nothing but give back to make sure that it is possible for other people to obtain the same type of success. So guys, we're committed. We're here, and I want to turn San Antonio upside down. I want to help the world turn upside down for travel. So I want to thank you for your time. And guys, you're the success. Thank you so much.
Yes. Awesome.